Stampers, welcome to fancyforstampin.com. I'm Josie-Cauler. Today I'm going to show you how to make this pop-up fan card. I'm not going to run you through the decorating, but I am going to show you all the score lines and cuts that you will need so that you can make this card yourself. Now on this card I did use the Floral Delight DSP and the Delightful Wishes stamp set. I also used Pool Party cardstock for my base. So let's get started. This is what you're going to need. You're going to need a piece of 9.5 by 6 cardstock for your base, and another piece of the same color that measures 4 by 6. Then for DSP, you need a piece that is 2 3/4 inches by 5 3/4 inches. A piece of DSP that measures 1 by 5 3/4. And for the fan, you need a piece of DSP that measures 4 inches by 12 inches. Okay, let's start with scoring the base. You will need your Simply Score tool, and with the long edge at the top, you will need to score this piece of cardstock at 1/2 inch, 3.5, and 6.5. And with my paper trimmer, I'm going to line up one corner with the first score line and make a diagonal score. And then I'm going to rotate it. Let me use this score. Rotate it. The other corner to the first 3.5 score line that we made, and another score. So you have a giant X in the middle of your paper. You've got a 1/2 inch score mark, 3.5, 6.5. From the 3.5 to the bottom corner, a diagonal. From the 3.5 to the top corner, a diagonal line. And we'll fold on all the score lines. The straight score lines are valley folds, and the diagonal score lines are mountain folds. Okay, so then you'll have a piece that looks like that. So when you fold it up, it looks like this. Okay? And then we're going to take this other piece of 4.5 by 6 inch cardstock, and we're going to run some liquid glue along this 1/2 inch tab so we can attach this for the back on our card. And I'm going to use my silicone mat to do that so that we don't make a mess on my surface. Some liquid glue, just a little. And I will attach. So there we have the card. Oops. It moved. There we go. Okay, our card. And I'm going to take my piece of 2 3/4 by 5 3/4 DSP, and I'm going to add some adhesive to the back and place that right here. And the 1 by 5 3/4 goes here. On the inside edge of the card. Now ideally, I would have a piece of basic white cardstock that fits right in there, like I do on my finished piece, but I didn't cut a piece. Okay, so there we go, we've got that. Next thing I'm going to do is put some liquid glue on this triangle right here. And I will fold it over and hold it down for a second. So now we have this part that pops up. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to make the fan. Now the fan can be a little tricky. You need your Simply Scored again, and your 4 by 12 inch piece of DSP, or something lighter weight than regular cardstock. You're going to place the 12-inch edge along the top of your Simply Scored, and we're going to score at every 1/2 inch. Okay. Now's the time, if you want to decorate this top edge of your fan like I did on this card, you can either use a punch or you can use a die. And what I did was I used this die from the Fancy Borders dies, and I just placed it along the top and cut it out with my stamp, cut, and emboss machine. I'm not going to do that right now. Okay, so we've got this piece of DSP scored at every 1/2 inch, and we're going to start fan folding it. Okay, so we have something that looks like this. All nice and folded up. Okay. Then, this is where it gets a little tricky, because you want to fan it out, but keep the bottom together. I used a binder clip to hold it all together while I was gluing. And let me see. Of course I didn't get one out. Here we go. I've got a little binder clip that I'm going to use right at the bottom. Just like so. And then I can fan this out. Okay? Now this is going to get attached onto this triangle like this. Okay, that's why this binder clip is here, to hold the bottom point together. So the way I did that was I took a little liquid glue and I added some along the edges of this triangle and in the middle. Let's put a little more. And then I'll set this down. And while the glue is still wet, you can fuss around with it and adjust. You'll have to hold it in place for a minute. While you're holding that in place, you can add a little glue right down here at the tip so it fills in between the creases to hold it in place. And I see I need to add Well, maybe I don't. I can leave it that way. It's going to add a little glue right there, but I think it'll be fine. Okay, and once this is all dry, you remove this binder clip and you'll have your pop-up card. You can decorate it as you choose. There you go. That's what we did. We made this simple fan fold pop-up card that you can give to someone as a gift or with a gift. Now, I don't think you could mail this unless you put it in a box. So what I would do is just attach it to the top of a gift. Well, I hope you enjoyed your visit here today. Until next time, I'm Josie Cauler. Happy stamping.